Yo, what's going on, guys? Exelon here, and it's been a while. I haven't really been playing the game much, and recently I've just been not going to locals or going to regionals. But we're back. We're playing Spright Melffy, new ban list, new me. Let's get right into it. We got 5th at the Louisville, Kentucky regional, piloting Melffy Spright. And I mean, honestly, the deck list pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go over really fast. 3 blue, 3 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot. I don't like playing multiple of these, but maybe you should. I don't know. A lot of times, like once you go to the graveyard, they just kind of never get them back. So it could be good in multiples, but I haven't really tested it. 3 beaver, 2 angler. It's like your main starter. Since we don't have I mean, we can play E-Telly, but since Gamma's at 1 now, it's kind of irrelevant. But that was the thing I was finding the most is you just wouldn't have a lot of ways to keep going if they hand trapped you. So you just kind of hope and pray that they just don't hit you where it hurts. And it worked out for me, but there's a lot of times where I would open blue and jet and I have the normal one of them, and it just felt terrible. But I mean, it still got me there. So Penny and Caddy, Soul Scissors. This card was underwhelming. It just seemed like there should be another card that I can summon out from Gigantic that would do a lot more, but I'm not sure what it is. I mean, it's fine, but it didn't really come up that much at all. Most of the time, whenever you have your full board, you're winning anyway. Like if you have the full Melffy Spright board plus a Fenrir, we'll get into that in a second. Plus a Fenrir, like odds are they're not beating that. Unless they have like Dark Ruler, and then obviously Dark Ruler just hurts our deck a lot. But I found this kind of underwhelming, but I'm not sure what I would replace it with. Then of course Penny, Caddy, and then I played 2 Fenrir. This was insane. The entire event. It helps you just like break apart like floodgates. That happened to me. They flipped a Gozen on my Fenrir. I was like, okay, and then I just beat over their dude and banished the Gozen and continued to play. This card's insane. Especially trying to break a board, it's really good. And then for my hand trap ratio, we got 3 Nib, 3 Droll, 3 Ash, and 3 Imperm. Now, I didn't know what to expect going into this event. It's a new format. I figured there would be a lot of cash still, and I figured there'd be like branded, but maybe obviously Spright, but I wasn't too sure, so I just kind of played these. Nib's really good against cash if they full commit, which happened every time I play cash, so Nib was insane for me. Droll was, I don't know, Droll could be something else for real. It just kind of underperformed. I only activated like 2 or 3 times. When I did, like they still kept going. But I don't know. It was a new format. I didn't know what else to play over it. I'm probably gonna test some other options, see where that gets me. I got another regional coming up, so I'll keep you guys posted. Ash is fine. It's Ash. You know, hits basically everything. It's good against every matchup. Imperm was insane. Every time I needed Imperm, I top decked it and I just out their board. Like, I couldn't tell you how many times I just top deck Imperm and like out an Arise Heart or out a Baron or whatever. They're just so good. I mean, obviously this card's just good in general. Just monster negate's really strong. So maybe I'll swap the Drolls for Veiler. I'm not too sure though. We'll definitely have to test some more. And then the big change to the deck, -1 starter. Oh no, the deck's still really good. You definitely brick a lot more of just 2 starter though. Like even digging off of Prosperity, like a lot of times you wouldn't even see it. I think I've seen it once all day, like digging off Prosperity. So it definitely hurts the consistency for sure, just the 1, but not enough to keep me out of top 8. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, Matt. Next, we got 2 Triple Tactics Talents. I thought about bumping this up to 3, but I just can't do it. I think it's fine at 2. It's a really strong card too. Like taking their Rise Heart, beating over their board, and then just Zeusing them with their Rise Heart's insane. Just taking any problematic card, drawing 2 for consistency for your deck. Looking at their hand, ripping their hand. It's just, I don't know what to say about it. It's a god card. Has 3 bang cards in one, so. Next, we got Gamma Burst. This thing. And Double Cross. I've decided I'm probably cutting this. I used it one time all weekend. Although it won me the game, because I literally only had this, and he top decked Planet, and I was like, I was on like a Sprint and a Oni Mario, and I had this, and I added the Planet, which was their only card in the end, so, I mean, it got me there, but at the same time, it's just probably not worth. A lot of times when I drew it, I was like, okay, and I never searched it off the jet. Now, these 2, though, insane. Of course, Double Cross is insane. You can revive your Herald back, you can steal one of their cards, you can, like, take stuff out of the graveyard. Like, if you're playing against Tier Limit, I played against 2 Tier Limit this weekend, so that came up a lot. Really helped. Then Gamma Burst, I won so many games because of this card. Like, I just go damage step, kill them, they're like, oh, is that game? I'm like, yep. And they're all sad. But I'm happy. Let's move on to the extra deck. So there's some changes I want to make to this, but we'll get to those when we get there. 2 Sprint, 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix. I made Cerberus one time, and it was just because I was 2 locked, and I just couldn't do anything with their dude. When I talanced it, they just had a big dude, and I just linked it into Cerberus. But I mean, Cerberus is still fine. If people play into it, putting their special summon monsters in the main monster zone, it's still fine. Phoenix was insane. I popped so many bursts this weekend. Just popped random things. It's good. Move on to Xyz. You're gigantic. One Melffy of the Forest. Searches all the Melffy cards. Pretty known by now. Mannequin Cat and Oni Mario. The Mannequin Cat was mainly for getting some kind of follow-up, because a lot of times, like if you open like full board and they don't hand trap you, you'll have like 2 level 2 monsters on the field, like 2 beavers, and you're like, what do I do with these? So the Mannequin Cat, you go into it, and then you just kind of sit on it, hope they summon a Dark, or maybe a Thunder, probably not a Thunder, but if they don't, you can always summon Fenrir off of it, if they're playing like Cash. So it's pretty good. Or Sword Soul. It came up against Sword Soul because the Tinnies, or the monks are Earth, and Fenrir is a Earth. Move on. We'll play Mosquito, Downard, and 2 Zeus. Now, Zeus never came up the entire event. Obviously, it's an insane card, but I just never had to summon it, which is a pretty good day when you just don't have to summon Zeus to try and clear their board. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have summoned it at some points, but it never mattered. But you should definitely still play these. I'm still playing 2 Zeus because Unicorn's still a thing. I know Diabolosis. Yeah, sure. However you say it. I know it got banned, but Unicorn's still a thing, and if they just see you have 1 Zeus, they're going to be like, oh, bye. And then it makes that matchup significantly harder to beat over, especially if you're not drawing hand traps, because like I'm not playing a lot of outs to like the Arise Heart or anything in my main deck, just like talents. I'm only playing 2 of that, so I don't know. Double Zeus is still nice. Let's move on. And the last 2 cards in the extra deck, we got Herald, and we have Merry Melffy's. Now, Herald was insane because, I played 2 Tier Limit, and that card's busted against Tier Limit. Merry Melffy's did not summon it all day. I really want to cut this card. I probably won't play it next weekend at the original. Okay, moving on to the side deck. I'll make it quick for you guys. 3 Bell, I mainly put this in just for Labyrinth, but it came up against the tier. I mean, it can come up against Mathmech too. I've seen that running around. You hit their spell. But yeah, Ghost Spell's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll main it over Droll or not, but we'll see. This is the MVP of the entire deck. Won me 5 rounds. Dimension Shifter. And you're probably confused why you're playing in Spright, but it's by far the best card. It overperformed all weekend. If I could main it, I would, but I don't really want to. I just want to side it in against certain matchups. But it's insane. Like, there's nothing else to say about it. It literally won me my Sword Soul games, my tier limit games. Yeah, it was insane. Against the last round of the tournament, I played against like this 40 card synchro pile. It was really weird. It was a cool deck, but it was crazy how it got that far. But I shifted him and he literally passed and I killed him. Very anticlimactic for sure. We play Triple Dark Ruler. You need it. This card is still crazy. Just another board breaker. I'm thinking about maybe playing board breakers over like the Droll because board breakers are really strong. And they're very generic. They're good against like a lot of matches. Basically every matchup almost, except for like trap matchups. Like, you know, put this in against a trap matchup, but against most meta decks, it's good. Evenly. In theory, it's really good. I just never drew it when I sided in. But I heard a lot of my friends saying they were evenly matching people for 7. So, yeah, it's probably still really good. I just never got the chance to play it. And then 3 Anti-Spell. Again, this was really good in theory, but I never got the chance to even play the card. I never drew it. But I knew Striker was going to be like somewhat popular because it just got engaged to 2, multi-roll to 3. And I figured I'd respect it because it is a regional. It's not like it's a YCS, so I'm sure a lot of people would be on Rogue. So I put that in. I know a lot of people are excited to play like Runic Spright. Didn't even see a Runic Spright. Didn't even see another Spright deck, actually. There was one person that top 8'd with Live Twin Spright, but I never played against Spright, so I don't know. Really good in theory, but never made it. Or never played it. It just never came to my hand, but that's okay because we still got top 8 and we got this beautiful mat. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching, man. Peace out.